Bruh.
What's up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy.
I know you're recording. Sorry. I was just like scratching my face, just getting ready, getting composed, and then you're just like,
Sorry.
oh, hey, what's up, beautiful jellyfish? Hi.
I'm used to it just being me, so it's just like.
Well, yeah,
I'm
you
only...
weren't thinking about your co-stars.
The
Such a diva.
co-stars.
Diva.
Do you need a trailer?
Need a trailer?
Yeah.
What?
Do you need a trailer?
Do you need a trailer?
Yeah.
Like, for me?
Yeah, because
No.
you're a diva.
No, you're the diva. You're the
Me?
one who's just like, what's up, beautiful jellyfish?
I very much do not talk like that.
I know. It was for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Are we keeping this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like another real talk.
This is always 1200%. Okay, so we're going to be doing a tech for you guys, talking about Abzan in Modern, which this is Ginger's list that you played, like, recently?
Fairly recently.
Yeah.
I'm always tooling around with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we're going to start... I don't know why creatures are over there, but that's okay. Normally, like, creatures...
Well, Diva, jeez. I'm sorry I didn't put the red M&Ms in a separate bowl, alright? Okay. So,
there's this episode of Drake and Josh where Megan doesn't like, or Miranda or whatever, doesn't like, green gummy bears, and then she, like, whenever she gets gummy bears, she was separate. I think that's so weird. Green gummy bears were, like, awesome.
4 Siege Rhinos.
Siege Rhino.
Siege Rhino is
really good.
This is the main reason to be playing this deck.
Yeah,
It's basically just Siege Rhino.
Basically, yeah. I'm convinced that this deck could actually function off of just, like, Path to Exile, lands, and, like, Siege Rhino.
It feels like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
yeah.
it really does feel like it. You're just like, up, Siege Rhino, oh, untap Siege Rhino, untap Siege Rhino, up, kill your guy, up, go about my day.
We were just talking about, like, running red with Siege Rhino, and, I think Culligan's command, Siege Rhino, like, just talk to me about any creature in Modern, and then I'm like, well, how does that work with Culligan's command, because that's what I really care about. That just seems so good.
It seems a little bit broken.
It seems really good. You're all like, oh, cool, you killed my, my Siege Rhino, really cool story, I'm gonna get it back. Get another life gain trigger, which is really good. A lot of times those 3 points really mean something, so really good.
Lightning Helix is a really good magic card, especially when it's stapled to a 4/5 with Trample.
Trample! So good! So good.
Trample is a very relevant ability.
Absolutely.
Because if you can find a way, which there is a way, to give Siege Rhino Death Touch, oh boy. He deals all of the extra damage for no reason.
That's juice.
It's really good.
Teach juice, man.
Did that against the Eldrazi deck in testing.
Dude.
He's like, I'm going to block with my 5/5 and my other 5/5. I'm like, cool, you're still going to take 6, which is lethal, and you're dead.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, poo.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's super good. Yeah, Siege Rhino, like, can't say enough good things. Card's just really good. Yeah, cool. Then Tarmogoyf.
Hey, look, we're doing another video with me,
Tarmogoyf.
with 4 Tarmogoyfs in it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
sensing a recurring trend.
Yeah.
I like my Tarmogoyfs.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
You get things in your graveyard, and a lot of, like, cheap things, and you're just like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, Tarmogoyf just does it all. It does. Just blocking and attacking, making love to you. It's all great.
It's pretty good. Then it runs 1 Thragtusk. Card's really good. We just talked about this in the teamer list. Thragtusk just does, like, everything, actually. It's, like, really good. It's all like, okay, cool. So, it enters the battlefield, it's a 5/3, you gain 5 life. Okay, super awesome. Then when it leaves the battlefield, you get another dude. It's really good. It's just all around great value.
Thragtusk is so awesome.
So good.
I played against a Tron player once, and he was at 3, and he's like, I'm going to cast this Emrakul, and I'm like, alright, that's adorable, and he's like, okay, I'm going to take my next turn. I'm like, that's still adorable, because the Emrakul's not lethal, at least for the first swing, and he's like, alright, attack for 15 and annihilate. I was like, cool, I'll sacrifice all of my permanents, except this 1 plains. And then he's like, okay, cool, and I'm like, cool, trigger, I get a 3/3. And he's just like, okay. Or, well, now I'll just play a Wormcoil Engine so you can't kill me, because I'm only 2. And I'm like, alright, cool, untap. You get to have this Path to Exile for your Wormcoil, and you get killed by this Thragtusk token Emrakul.
That's awesome.
It was great. He was so salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, I was like, yeah.
Yep.
This is how good I am.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Thragtusk is.
Thragtusk, yeah. You're good too, but you know. Thragtusk is...
mediocre at best, just like Tarmogoyf.
I think you're pretty A+.
He has no abilities. Speaking of a card that has abilities, Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah, so when people talk about like green creatures in Modern, everyone's all like Tarmogoyf, and I'm all like Scavenging Ooze. This creature just like does everything. It eats creatures from you or from your opponent's graveyard. You gain life. It gets bigger. It's like potentially it could be like a 2 mana. That could be like a 5/5 or a 6/6. Super relevant. This card is awesome.
Yeah, the 2 of Scavenging Ooze slot is really good, and everything grows, and what doesn't grow dies, and whatever dies feeds the Scavenging Ooze. Sorry, that's the flavor text for like Tarmogoyf. Sorry.
Is it really?
It like really is.
Is it really?
Whatever doesn't grow dies.
Dude, I've never noticed this. That's great. I've actually never officially... No, I have casted Tarmogoyf, but it's never been like my Tarmogoyf, so... It's not a card that I would run.
That stuff would be really funny.
Yeah, that's actually really funny. Okay, cool.
Right. 4 Kitchen Finks, speaking of creatures that die.
Oh, this card's like really good. It's really good. Yeah, Kitchen Finks like really annoying for a lot of people to deal with because you're all like, kill your Kitchen Finks or block or whatever, and you're like, cool, it comes back. Really, really awesome.
Kitchen Finks is also part of a combo. He's broken. In Modern, not in my deck. That'd be really cool if I had a combo in this deck.
Combo.
But no, I'm like the fairest, most boring deck on the planet.
No, dude, Abzan's
But yeah, Kitchen Finks gaining a bunch of life, having a 3 power is really good. It kills like pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's really good. Cool. Then it has a 1 of Resto Angel. Oh, dude, this needs to be in our list too.
What?
In our
of course.
Yeah, we were talking about brewing a blue-white deck.
It's got green in it for Thragtusk.
And that's so greedy.
No, it's not.
That is so greedy.
Anyway, so Restoration Angel is really good. It
has
flash.
So good.
It's a creature with flash. Creatures with flash are pretty good anyway.
Very plus.
But it's really good when you could flicker a Siege Rhino, which I did
so good.
So many times.
So good. So good.
I prefer flickering Thragtusk though.
Yeah.
Gaining 5 and getting a 3/3.
Or you flicker Kitchen Finks.
To reset its persist counter.
Yeah.
It's really good to do.
Yeah. And then you get 2 life on top of that. Oh, that is
or sometimes they go
value.
Kill your Tarmogoyf and you go,
Nah, Resto Angel.
Not even close.
And also on top of that, not only do you avoid, getting a kill spell from your creature, it's like you get a 3/4 with flying. It's like so good.
The card is nuts. It does not die to lightning bolt.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
It just gets right around it.
Basically.
Flies over everything. It's bigger than almost everything in the air in Modern.
Yeah.
So.
Except for like Dragon Lord Ojutai.
Shh, no one plays that card.
We're gonna play that card.
No, nobody plays that card. They never expect it.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Dragon Lord Dromoka too is really good.
That card is actually really good.
Insane. I played that in my Bloom list. I was like Dragon Lord Dromoka, and my opponent's like, hold on. What does that card do? What does that card do?
Think I could fit one in here?
That is.
No.
Well, that's asking for a lot of things. That's like Magical Ultimate, Magical Christmas Land. Like, I don't think we've gotten there.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. I realized that we actually didn't talk about why this deck is so good in the beginning, so let's talk about that right now. So, yeah, like, mid-range decks, hey, they're really A+. One of the things, like you said, is that they're just, like, really good against, like, a lot of decks, like, in the format, even without sideboard, which is an advantage of running a deck like this, because you're all, like, you tap like Siege Rhino, like, late game in, like, a lot of matchups, it's, like, probably really good.
Yeah, deck being full of removal spells and big creatures is just pretty good in most formats, and with the fact that you discard spells, too, you can just nip at anything in the butt that you can't deal with.
Yeah.
Which is very little in this deck. You can deal with pretty much everything. The whole point of this is just grind out your opponent until they fall over. Basically,
yeah. Cool. So we're going to talk about instants and sorceries and planeswalkers.
Oh my!
My. 3 Thoughtseize. Yeah, this card's, like, really good. I like Thoughtseize. Myself, personally, like, I know a lot of people will do, like, 4 Inquisitions, or they'll do, like, 4-2 or whatever. Like, I'm leaning more on the Inquisition side because Inquisition hits a lot of things and you don't take damage from that, which can be relevant in a lot of matchups, especially when Burn is really popular, because Thoughtseize is terrible against Burn. So you're like, I'm gonna Thoughtseize you to take away a Lightning Bolt, thus gaining myself technically 1 life. It's just awful value. So, like, Thoughtseize is really good. I like, personally, an even split because Thoughtseize does hit everything. So if you're playing against a matchup where they have got, like, big things like Tron, and you're like, I can't deal with your Wormcoil, and I mean, you can't deal with Wormcoil because of Path, but, like, you know, whatever.
I was, for a while, running 4 Inquisitions and 2 Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
But with the uprising of the Eldrazi deck, I switched up to another Thoughtseize. Yeah. So now it's just a 3-3 split, and we'll talk about Inquisition.
Yeah, we'll talk about Inquisition next.
Because they do relatively the same thing. It's just a matter of what they can hit and how much damage they deal you.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, I always prefer, like, the even split. Inquisition is just really good. It hits, like, basically everything that you want to. And especially with a deck like this that does a lot of removal, it takes care of a lot of things that you know, can't hit with Inquisition.
Yep. And then we have 4 Path to Exiles, which is just an amazing Magic card.
It's so good.
It's the best piece of removal they've printed since Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Swords to Plowshares, but those were relatively around the same time. So you're talking decades. Well, a decade plus a little, whatever. But yeah, Path to Exile is just such a good Magic card, and it. I wish it didn't give him a land. I really wish it didn't. Yeah. I'd rather give him the life, personally. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. It's kind of the best thing we have. Kind of like the same with Serum Visions.
Yeah, just only the best thing we have. Yeah, Path is only the best thing. It's like the best thing.
Yeah, basically.
It's really good.
You're playing white in Modern, you're running Path.
The reason to play white is Path to Exile.
Path to Exile, basically.
It's the only reason. Otherwise, you could just play like the other colors. You could play black, green, whatever, but Path to Exile is the reason to be. You know, if you're playing white, you want Path to Exile, and if you're playing Black Green X and you need that effect, you need white. So
it's really good because the fact that it's in the name, it gets exiled and it doesn't go to the graveyard. A lot of decks are going to be doing things where they want to get things back from the graveyard. And you can get rid of the Kitchen Finks with it. You don't have to worry about it coming back with Persist or something like that. So, and Culligan's Command is just flying around all over the place. It's just one of, like, the best cards in Modern. I can't stop talking about this Magic card because it's, like, freaking amazing. But yeah, like, when that card is floating around, Culligan's Command. Okay.
Fun Magic history lesson right here. So, you know that it used to be called removing something from the game, right? Back in the day, instead of exile, it would just be remove target whatever from the game. Isn't that a mouthful to say? So, when they printed Path to Exile, they, from that point on, anytime anything got removed from the game, they decided to call it Exile because of the card Path to Exile.
I did not know that.
So if you actually read Path to Exile, since this is one of the original ones, it says remove target creature from the game.
Huh.
It has the full mouthful on it.
Huh. Yeah.
Which is, which is cool. Which is why I run those ones. But
yeah. No, I like this art too. Yeah. This is the F&M promo?
Yeah, this is the original F&M promo.
Yeah, those ones are really cool.
The first one, not the new one. The new one's pretty okay, but I've been playing... I got all those from F&M.
This is Rebecca Guai, and she's one of my favorite
that's why
artists,
it's really good.
Yeah, okay, that's actually not relevant to the card at all, but yeah, Path is really good. Okay, cool. Then, for Abrupt Decays, so good.
That's probably one of my favorite Magic cards. It's definitely within my top 5 Magic cards of all time, is Abrupt Decay. Yeah. It just does what I want it to do, which is not have you have things in play.
Like, it can't be countered. And, like, let's be real
That's
here.
The best part
like,
about
that is the best part about it. And, Abrupt Decay is just, like... It's like the anti-twin card in, like, Cool Story, how Twin's not a thing.
That?
But, like, dude, it's gonna be so weird when,
Who's
like,
Twin?
When people are in, like,
years
years
from
from
now...
When people years from now are gonna be talking about Twin, and they're all gonna not know what that means. Like, people who get into Modern, it's gonna be so weird.
Maybe we'll unban it. I'm okay with that.
I don't know. Yeah.
I played Splinter Twin in Standard, alright? I'm okay with it being in the format. It doesn't bother me at all. I've been playing with it forever.
Yeah. But anyways, we were talking about this earlier, and we were just saying how, like, like, at our local game store, like, I'm one of the few people who's still playing blue. Like, everyone else is all, like, on Infect, or on Burn, or on Tron, and on the Eldrazi deck, and I'm over here, like, I'm gonna cast Snapcaster Mage, so that's kind of thing. So yeah, like, this is just a really, really good anti-blue card. Yeah, it hits a lot of stuff.
It deals with everything. It deals with artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures,
so good.
Everything and everything.
Yeah, basically. It's super good. And like that's the thing, it's such a versatile card. It's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Lingering Souls.
Lingering Souls is a great magic card. So it clogs up the board so much. Yeah. And those flying guys are just amazing.
Yeah.
Just being able to have a bunch of flying dirtily guys is pretty good. And those guys get aggro real quick.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of times your opponent can have like all this big cool stuff and you're all like, I'm gonna fly right over them, and you just don't even care.
Yeah, there's a lot of games where you clog up the board with like a Tarmogoyf and a Siege Rhino, and funny enough, they can't get through because everybody's at the same power and toughness.
Yeah, yeah.
And Lingering Souls takes over. Or if your opponent just has flyers, but their flyers are weak compared to their ground guys, they're going to try and fly over you, and Lingering Souls make sure they can't do that.
Yeah.
So that your big ground pounders can just rough up some people.
They're really, really, really good. Yeah.
Having flashback is really good.
So good. It's
2 spells for 1 spell is pretty good.
Yeah, basically. Super good. Cool. Then it runs a Maelstrom Pulse. How do you like this card?
Maelstrom Pulse is also probably in my top 5 cards. For at least modern.
Yeah, it's really good.
I prefer its older brother, Vindicate, because it just deals with everything. But Maelstrom Pulse is really cool. And I like that it deals with multiples, which is cool. You can get 2 for... You haven't lived until you've gotten a 3-for-1 with a Maelstrom Pulse. It's really good.
Yeah. I've had people when I was playing Black White Tokens were all like Maelstrom Pulse, and I cried a lot because I was like, oh.
You also haven't lived until you've Maelstrom Pulsed your own hexproof creature to deal with their hexproof creature. It seems super bad, but it's really good.
Sweet. Cool. I like
it's really crazy. Maelstrom Pulse just deals with everything. It's like Abrupt Decay, but it hits any non-land permanent, not just a CMC 3 or less.
Yeah.
So it deals with like Siege Rhino. It deals with any of the Eldrazi's from the Eldrazi deck. Any of the bigger guys like Thoughtseize or Reality Smasher. You're just like, yep, get you. Or there's a Warship deck popping up on the line. Yeah, it's stupid.
Really?
It's a stupid deck. Oh. It's so stupid. But Maelstrom Pulse deals with that. So Maelstrom Pulse deals with everything. Kind of like Abrupt Decay. My only problem with Maelstrom Pulse is that it's a sorcery.
It is, yeah. Again, magical Christmas land.
Yeah, I wish it was an instant, like... Oh,
yeah. That'd be too much.
It'd be amazing.
And then one of a Murderous Cut. Now, when... A lot of people will do, like, Dismember or something. I don't like Dismember. I don't
too much damage.
Like it. Like, you're all like, oh, I can kill, like, whatever on turn, like, 2 or something when you don't have mana, or you tap out for, like, Tarmogoyf or something like that. But, like, I just don't like it. And then it doesn't kill everything also.
No,
especially, it doesn't kill Worm Coil Engine, which is really
that's
important.
why I play Murderous Cut.
It doesn't kill that. Ideally you want to, like, path the Worm Coil Engine, like, if you can.
Yeah,
you know?
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Sometimes times is hard and you gotta do it.
Sure,
yeah. It deals with Oblivion Sower and Primeval Titan and any of the other Titan friends, including Wormcoil, the 6th Titan.
They're all like holding hands.
Yeah, they're all just like do and you just get them. Yeah, but I'm on the wrong card again. Murderous Cut. I'll get it right one day.
It's really good.
Murderous Cut's just really good. It being an instant and it being able to deal with any creature is just so relevant. It doesn't care about mana costs or colors or anything. Just get out of my game.
It's super good. Yeah, I really like it. Like, I'd 100% pick Murderous Cut over Dismember. I always usually only like one of a Murderous Cut, though, because a lot of times your graveyard can just get, like, too clogged up with stuff. Like, you don't have enough stuff in your graveyard to, like, delve away, so you're all like, and you have to, like, hard cast that? That just seems really awful. So, like, yeah.
I've done it. It happens. You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, it's bad, but yeah. Okay, now we're gonna talk about one of Tracy's favorite cards, like, ever. Sorin Solemn Visitor. I went a little, like, Tyrannosaurus Rex. T-Rex.
They have a big head and little arms. I don't think this was very well thought out.
I've seen Deadpool twice. It's, like, absolutely fantastic. Go see it. Finish watching this video.
I mean, I was quoting Meet the Robinsons.
Oh man, I just messed that up.
It's alright.
I'm so disappointed. I actually did want to tell them that I saw Deadpool twice, so that was just a segue.
So you're just using me to brag about your Deadpool viewing?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and for your deck.
I saw it too. It's great.
Yeah, it was A+.
Thanks for asking, Tracy.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorin is really good.
So good. So good.
He's really good.
He's all like, I make dudes if you need them, and then they're flyers, and that's cool. But then you're all like, I'm gonna give my whole team +1/+0 until your next turn. Whoa, pay attention to that. That's super, super important. So you're all like, oh man, you think I'm gonna sing with this Siege Rhino? Nah. I'm gonna do this other thing instead and, like, you know, have it as a blocker.
When I pump up Siege Rhino, I prefer to attack.
You prefer to attack, but, like, I don't know. What if you don't? I don't know your life. I don't know. It's super good.
It's really good if you play Sorin first and then play Siege Rhino and then pump up, because that's really good.
Yeah, that's actually what I meant to say,
okay.
and you just, his ultimate,
if you ever get it off, you win the game. It's so hard to get through a Sorin ultimate. Like, it's free card advantage. Like, your opponent has to sack something every turn. Even if it's something insignificant, it's something that means they have one less blocker.
Basically.
That means they have one less attacker. I mean, they have one less damage in a damage race. It's just, if you can never get it off, it's just the nut. It
is living the dream. Like, that's like, let's be real here about this deck. Okay, like, I lied. So, this deck could function off of Siege Rhino, Sorin, Path, and Lands. That could just be the entire deck. Right there, yeah.
Well, this deck is just removal spells and 4/5s.
Yeah, basically.
Around 8 4/5s and a billion removal spells. That's all this deck is.
Basically.
And a Sorin.
It's so good, so good. I've seen a lot of people just have it as a 1-of. I kind of like it as a 2-of, but I understand why people do it as a 1-of. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think 1's the right number, but you're a little bit ambitious. So.
I run a main board Keranos in my Grixis list. I am very much past the point of ambitious. Very much past the point. I'm gonna savage someone one day, like, they're not gonna see it coming at all, and it's gonna be great. I'm waiting for the day.
No, I'm never gonna fall for it.
No, because you know my life, but, like...
See that card? What is it? Thoughtseize? Let's get in your Keranos. It's coming for you. X gonna give it to you.
No, I wanted to do that. I'm so mad.
Gotcha.
It's okay. I'll make another Deadpool reference. It's fine. Everything fine.
Everything fine. He's good. He's good.